the pH
So
level.
should we all stop breathing through our mouths? That's
the thing to understand is how to reset at some point during our day and not let the stress being a constant hormone that we not only a feeling but becomes a constant stage of fear in our mind. Our breathing is affected by our nervous system and vice versa. Our nervous system affects our breathing. The more stressed we are, obviously the more shallow and quick we breathe, and from the mouth. So we all have felt at some point, I'm suffocating.
Yeah.
I'm out of breath. And it's not because I cannot breathe. It's because
Shallow
stress
breathing.
is here and it's shallow. And the more we open our mouths and try to take more oxygen, it doesn't work.
Breathing from your mouth, it puts your body in a state of fight or flight mode.
Exactly.
So when you're always shallow breathing, you're always putting your body under a stressed mode. So your sleeping sucks, your morning sucks, your concentration sucks, everything goes to shit because of it.
If I'm to be honest, like if I reflect and think about when I'm properly breathing, the only time I really focus on it is when I'm doing cardio. So if I do cardio, I know, okay, breathe through your nose because I know it extends my stamina, right? But that's the only time I sit and think about it.
And as an athlete, this is already quite rare that you are conscious that you should breathe through your nose. That's one of the methods of the what has brought breathing a bit to the West as well recently is a method called oxygen advantage, and that is mainly focused on improving athletes' performance. And it tells you that through different exercise, including the mask and altitude training, they retrain you for your everyday breath. So as Lace was saying before, the most optimal way of breathing on an autopilot mode is you cannot hear my breath. I cannot hear my breath and I cannot feel my breath. That's when you're breathing optimal. But then when you're doing sport performance, you need to breathe through your nose because on the long run, it increases your stamina, but also your endurance and makes a big difference between athletes. So Patrick McKeown, which relies on this method and has created this method of oxygen advantage, is telling you that if you breathe through your mouth, not only you affect your daily activities, but your sleeping pattern, as you just mentioned. Sleeping is the basis of your energy. If you do not recharge at night, you cannot function properly and in an optimal way. But the more you breathe through your mouth, which is in a constant stage of fear of flight, what's happening is that you have snoring, sleep apnea, grinding. You wake up with your nose clogged. More than 70% of the population wake up and say that every morning they wake up with their nose clogged. All of these symptoms and conditions can actually be cured just by putting some mouth tape and forcing yourself to breathe through your nose.
Sounds so weird to do.